Hey guys, good to have you all back. Today I want to do something with birds. So I hope you like birds. Unless you're afraid of them, like someone I know, cannot tell you who he is because I'm married to him. It's a thing, guys. Honestly, he is terrified of birds. Don't let him know, it's embarrassing. Still love him though. Yes. So, birds. Let me show you the inspiration for today's project and all the supplies that I'm using. I have a lot on my desk, but not unusual stuff. No. So I think most of you can play along if you want to. Okay. For the inspiration, let me show you. In my last thrift haul, I found this. It's a sort of a, let's say, a bird fan. Yes, a fan, like a color swatch fan with birds on them and some information. And I also love the fact that it's also sort of a color swatch fan. Yeah, so I want to sort of combine the two. I want to make a color swatch bird fan. Why? What you do with it? Nothing. Well, you can sort of, cool yourself down with it, or just put it in a pocket in a journal. It's just lovely to make. I think it's going to be lovely to make. So we're making a fan with birds. Now, if you are like my husband Tim and you don't like birds, make it with butterflies, with, frogs or little snowmen. Whatever you want, loves. Okay, for the supplies, I have loads. Let me show you. So I needed birds and I have this cute little photo album. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I found it in a thrift shop. It looks like a project. I might make something. And a couple of years ago, I found a book and started fussy cutting. And I have all sorts of birds in here with the name of it. Now, this actually came from a book. This one, lucky for me, I found a second copy. This lives in my big bookcase with all the other gazillion books about birds. It's just a small little bird book. Oh, look, yes, I cut this out. So I cut out the bird and there's the name, a little bit of information. Unfortunately, I did not keep all the information. That would have been handy. So some bird images. Not big ones because they need to fit on the fan. Now I'm not going to make the fan just 1.5 inches wide. Mine are going to be 3.5 inches, so a little bit bigger. So this. Then for the other paper, for the bases, because I also want this to be a sort of a color swatch fan. I'm also not going to make 30 of them. No, just 5. So I've taken out lovely colored cardstock. I've chosen sort of these bold, brighter colors, but you can do pastels, or maybe you don't want to do colors. Yeah, that could also be a thing. And then I'm going to cover them with book pages. So take out any book page that you like, lovies. I was thinking about using music paper because, singing birds and music, that would be lovely. But I have this very lovely old German Gothic font that I'm going to use. Yeah, so book page, but you can do it with scrappies as well. Okay, then for the tools, the basics. Glue, scissors, ruler, knife. Yes. The not so basics. Corner rounder. I have chosen my big corner rounder, but you can do the small one. And a notch maker. That'll be lovely. I think this is the most unusual item that I'm going to use for today. The notch maker. Yeah? Okay. Then I have bits and bobs. I have loads of bits and bobs for decorating. Yeah, look how organized I am today. Oh my gosh, yes. So I have the colors. I have the yellow, the green, the red, the purple, and the blue. I have some postage stamps in here, some labels in here. Just some odds and ends bits and bobs to do some collaging, decorating with. I also have some items here. Now I have a very long-legged brad, this one, to do disclosure. Now I know that these things are available. I still don't have them. No, so no. Or maybe I also have this eyelet that has this very big eye, or let. I don't know what this is called. Yeah, so I might use this for the closure. Yeah. I'm not only going to collage, I want to do some background stamping. For the background stamping, oh yes, I've pulled out all the stops, lovies. I have taken out some Mr. Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in the colors that I'm using, or similar to. And then I have my favorite splatter stamp, and I think I want to use mini glitch. But loves, just anything you want as a background stamp. Yeah, or you want to do some stenciling or what have you. So I'm using mini glitch, I think. And then maybe I want to do some distressing all around, and I've chosen walnut stain, but I might not use this. Is that it for today? Yes, so bits and bobs, color coordinated, lovely bird images, colored cardstock, book pages. This is the only thing that is unusual. Yeah, but you can do this manually by hand. Well, you can. I cannot because I'm rubbish with cutting. Is that it for today? Yeah. Okay, loves. Let's go make the bases. A little bit of measuring is involved, but I'm hoping, I can explain it so it will be simple for you to do. Let's get started. Okay, loves, I have cut some papers to size. I'm going to give you my sizes, but you can do this in your own size if you want to. Now, mine are 3.5 inches by 8 and almost a half, because this is A4 paper, 8 and 3/8 of an inch. I don't know, but make them 3.5 by 8.5. Yeah, or something similar. Now the book pages I have made smaller, so this is actually 3 inches. And it should be like the 8.5, but I'm just going to trim it. So it's going to be glued on here. And then you have this lovely sort of strip of color sticking out. Now, what I want to do is make tabs. Tabs that are sort of cascading. Is that a right word? I don't know. So this is going to be the back page, yeah? Make sure you have your papers in order. Pick an order of color that you want to, yeah? Now from this yellow, I'm going to make a tab, but a long tab. So I'm going to make a tab here. I'm going to cut this out so it will have a long tab. Am I making any sense? I'm going to cut this out. Then with the green one, yes, I'm going to make the tab here. So long tab, cutting this out. Yes, and then with the red tab, you guessed it, even lower, cutting this out. And the blue one is going to be the lowest one. So you see tabs sticking out. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Okay, so cut your papers to size. Yes, 3.5 by 8.5. I think that's a perfect size. And then 3 is your book pages. Now here's where the measuring comes in. Yeah, it's not going to be that difficult, lovies. Let's think about it. This one is going to be in the back. I am not going to make a tab here. Yes, because you will see this part of it when it's closed up. Yeah, so this is not going to have a tab. However, I will round corners, but I'm going to do that later. Then we have the yellow one. Yellow, hello. Yes. Then the green one, I'm going to sort of do this. The red and the blue. I'm going to line them up. Pum, pum, pum. Yes, putting it on my mat. Yellow, green, red, blue. I think I can explain best like this. Okay, I am going to make a punch, a tab punch, yeah? I'm going to, the notch maker. I'm going to do this at 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch here. I'm going to make the first one here at 1.5 inch. Then the second one, the green, also want to make 1.5 inch. So 1.5 inch plus 1.5 inch is 3 inches. So I'm going to make this one here. Making any sense? You probably don't see the mark. So 1.5 inch here, and then plus 1.5 inch is 3. This one, again, 1.5 inch. So 3 and 1.5 is 4.5. Yes, so here. Yes, 4.5 and 1.5 is 6. So here. This piece is longer, but that's quite all right. So if you have just 8 and not 8.5, it'll work out just fine, lovies. Yes, so we have 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Also, it does not need to be precise. No, just, try to figure it out. And maybe you want to have way more than this, then just, do it every inch. If you want to, yeah? Okay, so now I need to make notches here, 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 and here. I am going to make these sort of marks longer because I need to see them with my notch maker. Yes, just a small mark here. I'm going to line it up in the center of the notch maker. Don't move it about. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this part off. I'm going to do that later. With the second one, I need a longer mark. There we go. Putting it in the center. Yes, that's 2. Then the red one. Longer mark, please. There we go. And then the blue one. Not in the back one, lovies. The first one just stays as it is. Oh my gosh, yeah. Can you still see it? No. I'm thinking here. Okay. Have them in the right order. Now what you're going to do is cut off the tops. This top, this top, this top, and this top. Yeah. Here's how you do it. I'm going to start with the bottom one. Yes, this is the valley. Hello, valley. I'm going to line the valley up with my line here. Is this straight at all? Yes. And this is about 1/2 inch. Yes, valley. Top. Be very sure you take out the right part, loves. There you go. See, when I line them up now, looks cool, right? Yes. So now we need to take off this part. And there we go. I have it straight. That'll be lovely. It's actually a little bit less than 1/2 inch. See? 1, 2. Oh my gosh, gonna look so cool, right? Yes, so I'm going to cut off this part and then the last part. Not this one. I'm gonna keep this as is. And then it looks like this. Already love it. Yes, it reminds me of these. These are the sort of vintage tab dividers on your, your ring binding system thingies that we had in school back in the day. So yeah, it looks like this. I have, I'm gonna round corners, lovies, but before I do this, I want to put the paper on. Now, I purposely left the blank space. Normally, I would just cut this off and just use the text. Yeah, but I want to use the blank space. I'm going to add the blank space on the outside. Why? Because I was thinking, I have the names of the birds, and I really want to put them sort of there and do some stamping, background, and and such. So by all means, do it your own way. Yeah. So I'm just going to glue them on, and it will leave for a little bit of the blue strip, but that is completely intentional. Yes, just a small blue strippy and a small red strippy, and and such. I'm taking out just my glue stick for this. You need something underneath? Of course you do. Are you going to? Okay, then glue page. There we go. And do this with any paper you like, lovies. Yeah. Not a problem. Now, why am I doing this before I'm rounding corners? No, otherwise you have to round your corners twice. And we do not want to round the corners twice. Okay? I am sort of lining it up here. Is that at all straight? I think it is. I just want a small strippy left here. Yes. So I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to trim all around it. You want to see me do another one? Yeah, we can. This is red. Yes. want this on the outside. Because I used glue stick, I probably need to put them under a pile of books to stop them from, you know, warping. Oh, that's okay. I need to think of something to put on the actual tabs. I think it's going to look great if we also add something to the tabs, but you know, my brain did not go there yet. See, another red strippy. Okay, so I'm going to do that with all of them, and then with this one, loves, just, you know, make sure, just sort of try to measure it out, because, you know, that is, I'm just gonna mark it. Just gonna mark it. Pencil, yes, because we don't have the notchy here. So with the last one, I'm just gonna leave this space. Yes, okay, perfect. Let me do all of them. I think they are flat enough. They already look lovely, right? Yeah, I really like it. So guys, take out your corner rounder, or not. It doesn't need to have rounded corners. I'm using the big one. Make sure, especially this part where you have the longest tab and the shortest piece, that this will fit with your corner rounder. Yes, because sometimes this gets in the way of you rounding the corners. I'm just gonna take my biggest setting. You could also do this when you're completely done with the rest of the decorating. But I was thinking, just do it, show the people what it's going to look like. And I think it's going to look amazing. See? Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh my gosh, there's a piece of paper stuck. There's a little bit that I forgot to trim, to glue here, but I might trim it. So it's going to look like this, and then this, see, and then this is going to be the bottom one, and then all the other ones in between. So it has beautiful rounded corners that'll make it look like very professional, right? I think so. Am I going to do the inking around it? I might ink all around, especially the part where the book page is. Yeah. So I'm going to do the other ones as well. Ink all around it, and then we can do the fun part. First background stamping stuff, and then decorating. So let's do some background stamping. I've inked all around it, guys. Looks amazing. Also the one with the purple. Yes, there was a little bit of purple showing here, but guess what? Inked it. Disappeared. There you go. See? When in doubt, ink it. So I've taken out some of the mini glitch stamps. Most of them I have not even used yet. And I'm just going to do some random stamping. I tested out the colors because I really wanted them to sort of match, but not like really matchy. And I also tested out the paper. And it works. I'm just using the oxides, not the, the First of Fine Clairs, because I want this sort of be faded in the background, so not very clear stamping. Are making any sense? So I'm also not pressing very hard. I'm just gonna do this. See, a little bit, oh, I love this. A little bit of background stamping. Yeah, I want this here on the bottom. There we go. Yes, it's just, you know, to put some interest on. So yesterday, I finally had the time to go watch some videos myself. And I watched a video by Miss... Well, actually, it was a live. It was so much fun, lovies. I sort of was at a live video from Miss Paint-A-Lot, who is an absolute sweetheart. She is. Oh, I really like this. And some of you guys were there. You were like, oh my gosh, Margaret is here. And we had a lovely chat. And she was doing some amazing stamping. She already had her curator set Apparently there was some delay with the stamps. I don't know, but no, I have not seen them yet at Doing. It's going to be covered with lots of stuff as well, loves. And she was very smart. The curator said she just stamped the whole thing on a background and then cut them out. I think that is what I'm going to do with the stamp set, because I am not the only one that's having a little bit of trouble with am I going to do this here, or maybe a bit here, with the tidbits. No, most of you guys told me just cut off the corners from the tidbit stamps. Okay. A little bit scared to do this, but you know, I might. And then I want to do this here. I have this big circular one. That's also cool, right? Yeah, let's do the circle. There's ink on the line. I do not mind. No, it's quite alright. It's almost the same color. So yeah, I watched Miss Paint a lot. You need to watch her. She's just such a sweetheart, and she makes amazing things. She is into mixed media and stuff. Yeah, sometimes she gets messy. So yeah, I'm a little bit scared of the messy myself. There you go. Oh my gosh, yes, these look amazing. And these are not even the focal points. One more piece. One more piece. This is just the background, loves. Yeah. You gonna do it on its side? I am. Yes. Very cool. Oh, splatter stamping. Now, are you going to do the splatter stamping in the blue color or in... Yes, I'm going to do blue. I'm going to do the same blue. I'm going to keep it sort of just in one color because of color swatchings. Yes. Amazing, right? A little bit more here and then tiny bit here. There we go. Well done. I really like it. So here's what I'm going to do, lovelies. I'm going to do the other ones as well with the same stamps, but then, you know, in the different colors. Fantastic. I'll be right back. I stamped all of them, put all my birdies on. Basically, at any point now you could be done because it's already lovely. I absolutely love the background stamping, and I really love sort of the primary colors that I've used, like bold colors. Yeah, cool. But I'm going to do them one by one, right? I'm going to start with the back one, this one. All the purples. So for the bits and bobs, lovelies, I've taken out postage stamps, some labels. Some labels are from Michelle to Junk Journal Studio. Other labels are from Tracy Fox, from Tracy Fox Creative. Yeah. But, you know, take out whatever you want. I think I want to have the bird here and then the name of the bird, how big it is, and the sort of the Latin, I think, name for it. I don't know. So I'm going to make a collage. Already inked everything. I'm going to have the big label behind here. Yes, and then have another big one with an S on it. Nothing to do with the name of the bird, or I don't want these to connect. There we go. Here. Postage stamp. There. Another lovely postage stamp. We will cover up most of the stamping. That's quite all right. Another purpley one here. And this one here. What do you guys think? Yes? I will add something to the tab. Now this is going to go on top of it, right? So this is what's going to show. And with the other one, this was going to show. I'll probably stamp something on it, but I do not know for sure yet. Do not know for sure. Let's find out. Yes. I'm not really happy with this one. It has lovely purple flowers. Do you want to put it over it? No, I don't like the part with the queen on here. guess what? That's why they invented scissors. And you can just cut off. Let's cut off the queen. I am so sorry, Elizabeth. I'm gonna cut you off right there. Yeah, looks better to me. It's so, oh my gosh, guys, so crooked, right? I know. For someone who works with paper all day, every day, and scissors, I'm so rubbish with cutting straight. Does it need more? I don't think so, right? Okay, it's gonna be boring to watch me glue these on, so I'm just gonna glue these on. Hopefully it will look exactly the same. Let's do the yellow one. It's so hard, guys, to find yellow poster stamps. I have a couple of them, but none of them have this lovely color. But, you know, I have a few. Also labels. Now, I happen to have some of Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio labels in yellow. So, yes. And then this will be the name. Poster stamp here. Oh, that looks lovely with this edge here. Oh, yeah. Line this up. Oh, that's cool. Then I have a big one. Ventilated delivery hat. There's, you know, air conditioning on your head. So, no. Let's have this one here. I also have this. Does this go anywhere? Yeah? How about this? I think so. I think so. Okay, I'm gonna glue this on as well. Oh, they're gonna look lovely. Look the purple one. Sort of the exact same, right? Yeah, very cool. So I'm going to glue all of this on and then start on the green one. For the green one, it says gold chicken. Or handje, gold rooster, little gold rooster. It's well, that's not a little gold rooster. That's what it's called, lovies. Or Regulus. That's probably not the real name, is it? I don't think so. Regulus. Well, good for you, bird, that you're like Regulus. I'm gonna put this here. This is sort of, see, like an angle, like a square. I'm gonna put it in here to sort of make a frame around the label. I think that's going to look cool. And then the bird on here. Yes. I'll have this lovely label from Tracy Fox because I want to add a little bit of color with poster stamp. Yes, love it. Circle. Okay. That's so pretty, right? Yes. Can we put this more on the top with... There's a rip in the poster stamp, so I'm just going to put it over the poster stamp like so. I do not want to line it up here or there. So not really happy with this one. What do you guys think? Cool? I think so. Now what I did, guys, I just, first of all, I went through my stuff and I just put all sorts of labels in the color, poster stamps, and, you know, I did color coordinate. That saves on a lot of time. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like so. Let's do the red one. It is appropriately a red robin. Yes, roodbosje. Red robin. Okay, perfect spot here for this. Red robin. It's a rather large image, but it will fit. It will. Some numbers. Do you want some numbers, Red Robin? There we go. I really love this one. Down here. postage stamp. Something like this. Yes. I'm not touching this one. A little bit more here, a little bit here, and then this. Agreed? Yes, very cool. Let me glue it down, and then I'm gonna do the blue one. The blue one. I'm also gonna show you how I glue stuff down. Yes, but you know, it could be boring watching me, you know, glue down stuff all day. So let me glue this down, and then we're gonna do the blue one. Okay, we're doing blue. Want this here, this here again. The tail is sticking out the tiniest bit. Can we sort of... Oh, let's move him up, like so. Yes, like so. Needs something behind his head. And this one. Yes, I really love this one, so... There you go. Perfect spot for Juliana. And then I have this here. This and... a little bit higher, maybe. Like so. Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. This doesn't touch anything else, so I can just glue this on. Oops. And then I'm going to start from the top with gluing down. So this one, that's going to be underneath here. So first I'm taking this, leaving the rest where it is. Yes, then we're doing this one. But is this gonna go underneath? See, this here is going underneath this label. So I first need to glue down this one. Oops. Almost to the edge. Yes, now I can do this one. Yes. It's actually supposed to go like this, but doesn't fit. Oh, we're gonna make it fit. I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's like the tiniest bit too long. You grew too much, bird. So I'm just gonna draw all around with my glue. And there you go. Guys, honestly, it doesn't need a lot of glue. It's sticking out a bit. I might trim it. And this went here, here, and here. Yeah, so this one is on the bottom. Yes. And this here, and then the postage stamp. I'm trying not to line stuff up, lovies. That's, you know, I think that looks nicest. Yes. And then the bottom one. I need very small scissors. Ta-da! There you go. Clipped his tail. And that's how I glued all of them. And I think they're just fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna check if everything is on, if I'm happy with everything. And then I think I'm going to add something to the tabs themselves. I think the best thing to do is stamp on the tabs before we attach everything. So I just put a mark where the tabs are in pencil because we need to erase it. So it's easier for me to find out what will actually show up when the fan is closed. Yeah. Also, I'm stamping with black because I have this dark color blue here. I don't think any other color will show up. Now, against my better judgment, I am using tidbits. Guys, I love the images. I absolutely love the images. I am very happy that I am not the only one that's having a little bit of trouble with all the edges. See, the edges, no. Most of you have told me just snip off the corners and then it will be fine. I'll probably do this, but I'm going to be brutally honest. This is an expensive stamp set. It is not a DIY stamp set. You should not have to cut off these corners. This sort of problem should have been figured out, you know, before you release it. But, you know, that's me. I'm stopping my rant. I am a little bit afraid that Curator will have the same problem. I've already decided. I don't have the stamp set yet, lovies. With Curator, I'm just going to leave it as one big stamp it, and then cut everything out. That's what I'm going to do with that one. Which is a shame. But I love the images. The images is fantastic. But, you know, yes, the rest of it, not so much. So, here's what I'm doing. Do I have anything? A piece of paper. Yes. I am gently dabbing it, making sure none of the edges, see, have ink on it. And it's an absolute shame because I love the images. See, the black does show up, so that's amazing. Now for the red one, I marked it here, so I know I can only stamp here. Well, I can stamp a little bit over there. It's not like, you know, it's not going to explode or anything. Is this going to work? I think so. Number 15 typewriter. Again, gently tapping it. A little bit here. See, this happens. And I've seen, you know, Tim Holtz creators, you know, not minding it. Like, oh my God, yeah, well, you know, then there's a line there. But I just don't like it. I just don't. The green one, let's have another number. Gonna lose the one, but that's quite all right. Just be careful, love. Be careful. A little bit here again. Yes. Yellow. This one. Number 2, 4, 5. Yes, and the last one. Did we mark it? Yes, I marked it. There's a thing that says item number 1. Is there? Yeah, I think so. Yes, item number 1. I think that'll be fantastic to put on the top here. Corners. Bye-bye, corners. There you go. Okay, I'm going to erase all the stripe, the marks that I made with the pencil. Yes, gonna let the ink dry for a little bit. And then we need to figure out how to attach them to make the fan. I've decided to use the bread with the long legs. Yes, the long-legged bread. You actually don't need a long-legged one. You can use a normal one because this is not that thick, see? So no eyelets. What I am doing is instead of putting on hole reinforcers, I'm going to use 2 of these big washers. Yes, one here. I'm going to have the bread through here because I think that looks absolutely amazing, and one on the back as well. That will also prevent for the bread to be too tight, so I think the movement will be easier. I think so. But first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to line everything up, right order, right side up. Yes, putting a clamp on it. Let's do another one. And then I'm going to punch a hole. I think my crocodile will go through all of them. I'm going to go for the bigger setting. Now, I'm going to eyeball the middle a little bit higher because I also want the washers on. You could do it in a corner. Do you want to do it in a corner? This one is in a corner. Do we want a corner? I'm going to do a corner. Yes, just decided. I'm going to go through this post stamp here. That's quite right. Oh yes, corner. Why not? Yes. There we go. Okay. Putting this through here. And this here. The legs are too long. See this? They're too long. I need another one. I do have another one. Of course I do. Do you want to do a color? Are these too short? I don't think so. Let's see. Does this work? Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that we did it on the corner. Yes, because now you can see more of the image, right? Yeah, well, except for Juliana here, that is completely covered. And then we have this one. And the yellow one. And the purple one. Again, we're covering up 2 Julianas, but you know, she's fine with it. For sure. Oh, I love that we did it in the corner. Could have also done it on the top. But then we also would have covered Juliana. So, well, you go back where you came from. Because we don't need a big one. If you don't have these big washers, lovies, just, you know, put on 2 hole reinforcers. Yes, stack them and then you do this. Or maybe you have this device. I don't. Fantastic. I might pick out another color. I'm going to have a look around for the perfect one. But then, let's check out the end result. I just did 5 of them. But lovies, you could do like 10. Then space the tabs like 1 inch apart from one another. Yes, start with the big one, then 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. It will leave for smaller tabs, but that's quite all right. And it will be thicker. So then you probably need another brand. But you could also do, I'm not going to do this because I'm not a real journaler. But this is actually perfect space for actual journaling. So it might be like a journal. Maybe you really like birds and you're a bird watcher and you take it out into nature and you're like, oh, this and this day and I found a bird. And I don't know what bird watchers do. I am sorry. I'm not one of them. But you could actually journal on here. Yeah, so it could be also a journal. Yeah, let's have a look. I really like how this looks, right? It's like a couple of projects combined into one. I absolutely love it. So we have the blue one, and then I put in a gold eyelet. What's it called? Brad, because you know, fancy. Then we have the red one. Also really cool. And then we have the green one. And a yellow. And the purple one. Cool, right? You could do more stamping here, decorating here, or do what have you. But if you close it up, this is all that's going to show. So I'm mainly focused on the actual tabs. Fantastic. Now, I know I'm going to get a couple of questions about the birds. Where did you get the bird from? Well, from this book. And it is... the illustrations, this is from 1983. So, yes, this is vintage. The illustrations are from... Mike Lambert and Alan Pearson. Yes, it is from 1983. And this is the ISBN number. ISBN, oh, let's look at the back. So maybe you can find it. It is actually a series. There's also about butterflies, wildflowers and trees. Yes, and if you're a Dutchie, they're small. They should not cost a lot, lovies. No, because I paid 50 cents for it. But if you can find it on the, less than €2, I would pick it up. Because it has loads of birds in here and it's just, it doesn't take up a lot of room either. Guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I really like the end result. It's very colorful and bright and but I cannot wait what you guys come up with, because make it black and white with vintage and cuckoo clocks or what have you. Yes, it's just the sort of the fan system that I came up with. And I think it's fantastic. Okay, loves, I'll be back again this Friday with another project. No clue what, but let's find out. I'm hoping to catch you then. Until then, bye guys.